there. It's me again for the 10th or dozen time that I put this complaint out and put it on film and video and expose it and put it out on social media and let the world know this is happening before something deadly happens to me. But anyways, it is October 15th, I think, and it's 7:31 in the morning, and I'm in my concentration camp prison in the Bronx, as I've been human trafficked here from New Jersey by the government that's corrupted. But this leak you're seeing here, I'll start it off with this. This leak has been here. This is off. This is on the off button. It's been leaking since I moved here, like close to 3 years ago. So that's just an indication of how this video is going to start at 540 East 138th Street in the Bronx, South Bronx, one of the most dangerous streets in the United States, 138th Street, in between Brook and St. Anne. And this is, my name is Joseph Reynoso, and this is my story for this nightmare that I've had to live here. I was human trafficked here from my home that was stolen by a judge, and this deception and this covert operation, I believe, is a covert operation of the feds, and just sick people that are very diabolical and that are breaking the law and that are very dangerous. And it's like a crew of very evil officers of law that they're lawless, and they're also their gang stalking crew that attacks an individual for years and puts them through the hell I'm going to show you. So that starts with this sink in the kitchen. That's also the living room. That's also the entrance hallway, and lead into a one-bedroom apartment here in the way down Bronx. That is literally my neighbor here was just kicked out from abusing her boy and her child, and I put it on video, and I had it heard, and I called 911 many times, and they finally, after 3 years, got her out. Hopefully the boy is safe, but she was a lunatic, and she yelled at the top of her lungs, and I put it on video. And I would tell her to stop yelling at the kid, and she would be shocked. But the kid started talking back to her family, defending himself, but she still beat the shit out of him. But anyways, that apartment there is now empty. That's on my right side, right? My right side. So at my left side over here, it's the side apartment. Like behind this wall is some criminal name, Lewis. He goes by Lewis. I think his real name is Freddie or Frankie, but he has different aliases. He claims to be blind, and he's collecting Social Security for years this way as a very well-known local drug dealer in the neighborhood. And I know that this exists, and I'm not scared of these people. Look, I've confronted the lawless of the law itself with their crimes against me when they attack me, and I put them in their place. I tell them the truth. That's all I do. All I do is tell them the truth. And when they come for me, they still get away with practically nearly attempting to murder me. But it's all documented. It's all been on film, and there's only so much I can do. But I have God protecting me. That's all I need. So I'm good. I'm good with that. I just tell the truth. That's all I want to do is tell the truth. And it looks like the truth is, is the opposite now. You are being punished for telling the truth, for being real. And you have to be like a criminal these days to be a citizen here. It's very, very twisted and flipped. The script has been flipped from what we were raised to believe, and I am living proof that this is existing in a enslaved situation, but that I'm barely alive, and luckily alive to see the day and live to tell, So, situation. So I get home, and from stores I have bags in my hands, and I try to get into the front door. Once again, the door has been jammed. Like the lock, it doesn't. My key doesn't go in, and this lock has been changed. I don't know why they do this, but I feel it's a pattern that they use against me to make it look like something else. It's a gaslighting technique. It's disgusting. This is the superintendent that is his best friend that lives on the third floor, lives here for free. I believe he's illegal, and he lives just like barely cleaning the building and doesn't do any of the work. None of the work you see here has been done that I've complained on for 3 years, and you'll see. And they both, this he's a Puerto Rican, like 30-year-old, 35-year-old twerp, little short runt, and plays blind. Him and his partner up there on the third floor. I think he's married up there with 2 children, and he is a regular drug dealer here. The superintendent comes and buys and chills and does lines, and I see it because I walk in. They're right next to me. The doors are open. They're always going in and out. It's a smoke like fest there. He sells all kinds of drugs. He's a monster, this guy, and he gets away with it. And both of them have threatened my life like 4 times, and they've shoved me against the wall in front of the police, and in front of the fire department, in front of the neighbors, and I'm not gonna react. If I react, I'm gonna pulverize them. I will pulverize them. But it's so clear that they are on a program of something that protects them from being prosecuted on things, because they do so many illegal things here. The building alone has has a water leak. There's mold all over this apartment. It's so unhealthy. It's literally damaged me because it's really dangerous mold. I'll show you. I put this out already 3 years now, but I'm out of here. I can't live here. Now I feel like I've gotten the hint already. They've warned me that they're gonna kill me, so I gotta get out of here. So I'm just putting this on video, so it's out there in the open and it's known, just in case, right? But anyways, so I get home and of course I try to get in with my key. It doesn't work, and I try with credit card, and I have bags in my hands, and then after 10 minutes, finally, because they set this up, the superintendent comes out like looking frantic, acting like he's worried. But it's all planned. So I'm like, give me a break. So he's like, he opens up for me, and I go, did you change the lock again? I'm like, what is this? And he says, no, did you break it again? And I said, no, don't play that game again, because I know your game. You're pretending, you're acting stupid. Now you just get out of my way. So I go to get my bags and go up. He goes, what did you call me? You call me stupid? Boy, I'll kill you. I'll fucking kill you. He comes up. I'm with my bags in my staircase, and I'm taking it to my apartment, getting my key out. And the other one, this one walks out of his room like he's gonna attack me. And the other one goes and like shoves me against the wall, the superintendent. And I go, dude, get the fucking hands off me. I'm gonna call the police again. Get off me. And he goes, you better. He says to me like 3 times, I'm gonna fucking kill you, dude. If you say anything else, I'm gonna fucking kill you. Call me stupid again, I'll kill you. I'll fucking kill you. And I'm like, hey, get out of me. I go, get out of here. So he pushed me against the door, and I get in and I shut the door. That was literally last night, like around 7 o'clock, and I was so like. I'm kind of used to it, because this one did it to me 2 days ago in front of the fire department, because the steam was everywhere. This radiator blew up again, and a hole in the ceiling started forming again, and I was just like, wow, this is turning into hell, and this building is going to collapse any day now. I cannot be here for this. And I've called 311 like 300 times through the 3 years being here, with no hot water. Oftentimes there's been no heat, no gas for cooking, so that this oven is there for nothing. I don't know what it's just like ridiculous. And the mold, the windows cracked, the holes in the ceiling, the roaches, the ants, the rodents. I mean, this place is truly a certified condemned building, but it's because the Oppenheimer Estates owns it, and they own a bunch of other slumlord type buildings, and they get away with murder, literally. Just last week there was a fire on the street of a building, gone on fire, and last year there was a building that collapsed on the street, and they're all owned by the same people. It's the same fucking story. It's just like slumlord billionaires that are living off of our dream, off of our literally off of our health and our death, because this becomes us. And they own other great buildings that they keep nice and beautifully kept in their areas of the Jewish community that they own, and they live large, and it's all for free practically for them because they built it that way. It's unbelievable, and we suffer. They don't get punished. It's not like there's like another source level that they get treated. They get waived. They get the wave card like Trump does. I guess that's why he turned into a Jew, right? It's unbelievable. This is exactly what it is. It's not pretending anymore. It's not sugarcoating it anymore. It's not it's not being being anti-sentiment, whatever do they call that? It's bullshit. But it's more like it's anti-Satanist. I don't want to be a part of this Satan disgusting part of this country that is built on the serving of Satan and evil and crime and suffocation and captive traps and just sick behavior that's not human. And it's always been the case from thousands of years ago to now. It's just been covertly changed and operated intentionally under different caste codes and names that they call it. You want to call it human trafficking now, call it what you want, same word. It's the number one source of their form of being, this false delusion that they're entitled to do this to us and people of color, and it's called slavery. And that's what this whole thing really is in the picture behind everything I just mentioned. And I am living proof that this is happening. This is going to happen to more and more people if we don't get them in their place, because this is not right. 2025, and this is still going on. This is like the world is turned backwards. It's just disgusting. So here's what I did. I walked in, I packed up the rest of my shit, and I'm gonna get the fuck out of here because I know now that it's just gonna get worse. And then this is the dump. Look at the holes. Look at the holes. See, last year's Christmas tree is still up there. I'll keep that one. And this is bullshit. These all can turn off. These all turn off. This is such a joke. This is just turn it and turn them off, and then they go out every freaking month. And they're hard to find because they don't make buildings like this anymore because they're like 100 years old. But okay. Look at this, another leak. It's always leaking. I turn that with a screwdriver. As hard as I can, and it does not turn off. It's just leaking. It's such a waste all the time. Broken, it's disgusting mold. This is collapsed 3 times already. Fallen over me, broken my stuff, damaged my things, other stuff out there that falls as well from their turning off the heat and breaking down the walls, turning off the gas. It's just awful. This has been. It sincerely feels like it's intentional, and it's the fire department and the police department. Yeah, they're involved. Yeah. They will intentionally, and believe me, this is for real. You guys think, oh wow, no way, but this is ongoing. This has been happening. It just happens to happen to you, or you're denying it. But this is how they treat people of color, literally on the regular, and they don't care. They want this to fall down. They literally want this to fall down so they can come back again. The police department can charge the $10,000 or $90,000 that they charge to, bring the ambulance and bring the police department and the fire trucks to do that, because I've seen it like dozens of times for just my case. And they build a city, or they build, I don't know how, this is disgusting. They make their quotas that way. They don't do nothing. They come here and they turn off the gas, like really they turn the screws down so that if it is on, it doesn't go on in here. And it takes 7 guys to do it, and when they come in here, they're always breaking shit. And it's like, what the fuck is that? It's so gross. And they've been totally useless. The cops don't give me I called them the complaint. I want my friends that have been harassed. I wanted a police report. I wanted a protection order. Not even found. They won't even let me in the police department. They take my ID and say, oh, you have to go online and search for it. I can't find it online. is disgusting. It is like total slavery, and they will deny it, but that's what this is. And they hate that I told them that, because I told them that's the truth. So again, this is just gross. This is 3 times that's fallen, and it's complete mold. I read that in. That's why my voice sounds like shit. Okay, now this is the room. Look at the room. It's not disgusting. It's all mold. All mold. I cleaned up the walls, and they were all black. That's on video, but underneath it, that has to be taken off, all that stuff. And that is really, look at this collapse when it blew up. And then this is all like really, look at that. This is all like dewy. It goes right in, all through the corners of the building. This is the corners of the building. This is the first floor of the 6th floor building. So this is, now look at this foundation. This is only gonna collapse. Look, it's sinking. You don't need to be a rocket scientist to figure this out. It's right in front in plain sight that this building is going to fall. I told them this in their face. You know, this logically, if it's spongy down there and it's confirmed with the worst type of mold I'm breathing in, this building should be condemned. They should save lives first, take the building down. Do like a, do the project building number 7 here, you know what I mean? But without people in it. It's disgusting. It's disgusting. I'm literally telling people that are professionals what this is. On 301, I tell 301, I tell the governor, I told the senator, I told the Alicia, I told Adams, I told all of them. I sent them all emails, letters saying this is going to happen. Nobody cares. They just don't care because it's the Bronx. This is their mentality. They want us to suffer, people of color. I own my house in New Jersey, so a white judge steals it with a white sheriff and a white community. I'm sorry. Sorry. So, yeah, it's out of control. This is straight up modern day slavery meets human trafficking. I'm just one that has survived it for the last decade or more. Honestly, I have so much more in my story, but this is just a sliver of what I've gone through in this treatment. So I'm out of here. I'll be homeless. HRA, HASA, they know about this. They've seen it. The inspectors have taken pictures. They've confirmed this is totally unlivable. And what do? I had to stay here. And just get an attorney. And attorneys won't take my case. It's because they don't want to go up against the Oppenheimer estates because they're the Oscar-winning name. You know what I mean? Okay, so that's my update for you. I'm gonna attempt to get out of here and see if I make it, but I'm gonna be back on and give you an update. Peace out. Trick or treat.